Is it linked to something this week?
No, this is in honor of today's date, because today is John Belushi's birthday, the late, great John Belushi, who was in the Blues Brothers, and this was his favorite blues song.
Well, there you go. I like it. I see why you enjoyed it. Well, it is Friday here on Good Things, so we got Tanya in the house to talk movies. Tanya, I did tell you, though, over the little snow day, it was a great day, great time to just snuggle up on the couch and watch all the things. We watched Back in Action, which you recommended there on Netflix, and I agree, super cute, family-friendly movie. We thoroughly enjoyed it. Laughs, a little bit of suspense, and yeah, I mean, may not win any awards, but thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah. I thought it was very cute, and I'm still surprised that it was a streamer.
It could have been, yes, it could have been on the big screen.
Yeah.
I agree. Well, what is on the big screen this week?
Well, yesterday our Oscar nominations were announced.
Right.
And so a new release this weekend received 10 nominations, The Brutalist.
How's that possible if it hadn't even been out yet?
I know. It's been out limited release, in the bigger markets for a while, since December, I guess. And now it's going wide. So, so now Mississippi's going to get to watch it.
Have you seen it?
I have. This is the movie that has an intermission.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You set the set.
Yeah, it's very long. But it's the story. Adrian Brody stars in it. He got a nomination for Best Actor. The movie got nominated. But he's a Hungarian-born survivor of the Holocaust. And he immigrates to the United States to hopefully live out the American dream. He is separated from his wife and a niece who they are raising. They were separated during the Holocaust. And so, it's the story of him pursuing his dreams and reuniting with his family. But he struggles and struggles until he meets a very wealthy American who gives him a chance, and suddenly he is, very well respected in the world of architecture. And that's where the name The Brutalist comes from. That's a style of architecture.
I would have not got that trivia
I
question.
know, I wouldn't have either.
Nor that it would be a nice movie. I would have thought it'd been
I know. But this is definitely a rated R movie. There's a lot of adult content. But, I really couldn't believe it was as long as it was. It was pretty much 4 hours by the time you add the intermission. It goes by pretty fast. Every scene is very engaging. The acting is great. Felicity Jones is also in it. She also got a nomination for supporting actress. Guy Pearce got a nomination for supporting actor. So this one's getting a lot of love. Joe Alwyn is also in this. And if that name's familiar, that is Taylor Swift's ex-boyfriend. So
would have never known.
I know. So I'm thinking she may not go to the Oscars this year. She may be avoiding him. But anyway, so yeah, that's if you're trying to get caught up on your Oscar nominees, this is the one to go see.
Didn't
this
it have
weekend.
A little controversy over the AI and with the accents and things, maybe, or is that a different movie?
I'm not sure. It may be this one.
Which
Yeah.
I think for an industry that uses green screens and fake everything else, why would you care if they tweak someone's audio to sound a little more authentic? I don't see how that is something to, but they'll argue about anything.
I know. It's so difficult to navigate all of that.
Well, with the Oscar noms, were you surprised or?
There were a few surprises, but I was really happy to see that Wicked got so many nominations. And honestly, because part 2 is coming later this year, I wondered, would they look over Wicked for this time, saving it for next time? But the stage musical, the first part, is better than the second part for me. And I'm wondering if the movies may be like that too. If the second one's not going to be as good as the first. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Anora got nominated. A Complete Unknown, that's the Bob Dylan movie. Conclave Dune Part 2, Amelia Perez, I'm Still Here, Nickel Boys, The Substance, and Wicked, and of course The Brutalist. But of those, my favorite movie that I saw, I've seen all of these. My favorite was Conclave. I mean, that is such a good movie.
Remind us what that's about.
That is where a bunch of priests gather together to pick the new pope. And there's all kinds of inner workings and politics and
Of course there is.
suspense. And that's another movie that
When did it come out?
I think it was out in December. And it's
Feels
probably
recent.
it's probably still out there, especially since it got an Oscar nomination. You know, these movies are often re-released because people want to go see them if they get nominated. But that movie was one that it starts off with Ralph Fiennes' character. You hear him breathing and walking quickly down a sidewalk, and it's like it never stops. I mean, it's just a very engaging movie. But yeah, so it's going to be interesting. A variety of movies and a variety of.
Or are they still going to have the Oscars? I assume now.
They are. I think they are going to focus a little bit on some relief efforts for LA, like maybe have like a telethon sort of component to it, or an awareness component.
Where's it normally at?
It's usually at the Dolby Theater on Hollywood Boulevard. And I think it's still there. That area was not impacted. I think they had a scare, but as far as I know, everything is fine. So, yeah, a lot of things have shifted because of that. The Critics' Choice Awards were supposed to be, several weeks ago, and then they rescheduled them for this week. And now they're actually going to be on Friday, February the 7th. So, because of everything else getting rescheduled. And
It's domino effect.
Yeah, it affects everything. So I feel like the Oscars will be a little more low key. I think you'll still have the glamour, but it'll be interesting to see if the dresses are a little more conservative because of what's going on. And the other big change for the Oscar ceremony this year is there are no music. Usually every song that's nominated is performed, and they're not doing that this year. So that'll shave off a good 30 minutes.
Were there any snubs for you?
I guess the one that I was kind of surprised, Selena Gomez has gotten a lot of supporting actress nominations for Amelia Perez, so she did not get a nomination. And the other one was Pamela Anderson. She's also gotten a lot of attention, and she was left out of this one. I think Felicity Jones got her spot because the rest were pretty predictable as far as people that have been nominated at the Golden Globes and Critics' Choice and other SAG awards. So it'll be a good one for sure.
Brutalist, would it be, who's the right, would you go back and see it again?
I probably would not. And it's one of those, it's very, I enjoyed it and it's engaging, but it's not anything that I feel like I missed anything and I need to see it again. And I didn't, for me to watch a movie again, it has to be one that I just loved. And I didn't feel that way about this. I liked it, and I think it's worth seeing, but it's not. Yeah,
you would watch Conclave again?
I would. I would watch Conclave again.
Is it streaming anywhere?
Probably. I'm not sure, but it's been out long enough. I bet it is.
What you looking forward to?
Well, definitely the new Captain America is coming out on Valentine's Day. That's probably the next really big movie I'm excited about. Next weekend, we've got one for the family called Dog Man. It is a cartoon or animated movie. So, yeah, that's really Captain America is the big one for me. I cannot wait to see Harrison Ford as the Hulk.
Yeah.
That's going to be really, or I don't know if that's that character's name, but the Red Hulk.
I told Rhino I had found the Avengers on TV a couple weeks ago for the first time in a while, and to look at it way back then versus what they're making now. Like, you can just tell, like, so many things have gotten better and sort of different with the series. But, well, lots to look forward to, Tanya. I appreciate your time. You guys stick with us. We